Happy 100th birthday to the National Park Service! Hundreds of people recently attended an extraordinary centennial birthday celebration for the National Park Service at the Coral Gables Museum. The museum unveiled an honorary exhibit entitled "This Land is Your Land: A Second Century for America's National Parks," which features a wide range of exciting artifacts from the collections of the Everglades, Big Cypress, Biscayne and Dry Tortugas. Visitors were also treated to cherished personal stories from local park rangers and other special guests.
I have been a National Park Ranger for 30 years. I decided to be a park ranger when I was 7 years old, and quite literally I have been looking forward to this day, the 100th birthday of the National Park Service, for 25 years. I've been to 216 out of the 413 national parks. It's an extraordinary organization to work for, and the places are extraordinary, and the stories that they create are extraordinary, and this is just a big celebration of that.
This is an originally curated exhibit right here at the Coral Gables Museum. We partnered with the National Park Conservation Association to present this, and with the National Park Service. All of the South Florida national parks worked with us to present all the artifacts you see here on view. Part of our mission as the Coral Gables Museum, it's not just to celebrate Coral Gables, which obviously we do, but it is to celebrate the built environment, and that is architecture, urban planning, historic and environmental preservation, as well as sustainable development. So preserving our national parks is very much aligned with our mission.
If you think of South Florida's national parks, you probably think of the Everglades and lots of crocodiles and alligators. Well, there's much more not only to Florida's open landscape, but to all of America's national parks. And today we're learning more about and celebrating some of our country's greatest natural treasures.
It's so diverse between Dry Tortugas, Big Cypress, Everglades, Biscayne. I myself go out all the time and try to visit the different parks and hiking, all the outdoor activities, the wildlife. You know, you go 30 miles away and you're in a completely different landscape. So I love that.
From mangrove forests and coral reefs to breathtaking wildlife, the beauty of our national parks is truly boundless. But the purpose of the exhibit is not only a celebratory one, but also one to elevate the overall awareness of our national parks with the hope of motivating action toward continued protection, preservation, and funding.
You know, Americans love their national parks. They go and see them in droves. We want Americans to act up, to speak out, and find their voice for our national parks, because there are challenges with them. They have funding woes, there are roads that are under disrepair, and not enough rangers to tell the story of our national parks. Their beauty surpasses no other. They're about the history of America, the beauty and ecology of America, and when you look around, the stories that are told with our national parks.
The National Park Service has one of the largest museum collections in the world, but so much of it is tucked away and safe housed in different locations per park. And the folks who are working with cultural resources within the Park Service were really so understaffed, but they wanted to share what they knew and what they had with everyone they could. So I worked with the Park Service and got so many of the objects available to be on display for the public to see all the riches that their own Park Service in our own backyard has.
For more information on the This Land is Your Land exhibit, which will be on display until January 8th, 2017, visit coralgablesmuseum.org. And for help in planning your national park adventures, visit www.nps.gov. For Coral Gables TV, I'm Brianna Moles.